Good morning, traders. Hope everyone is doing good and welcome to this week's section of our midweek analysis. So I'm not going to waste any time. We're going to start by looking at NZDCAD, right? Just an update. As you can see right now, price has to break through this high, right? It means on the daily, I'm looking at this range over here, right? Right now, we're seeing that indeed supply is in control. That's why I'm saying waiting for a failure swing. If we don't get that, then I'm anticipating bias or change in sentiment. But what I believe was happening leading up to this point, I believe that we were in an induction phase where the market was creating this uptrend to lure retail traders on uptrend. And just like now, when you see that people bought from this support slash resistance, previous resistance, right? Um, People have their buy orders, and because of this candlestick, people might buy. And because of that induction, I believe that we might get a drop to the downside, right? Now, a riskier setup or a riskier trade would be for me to sell immediately, which I did last week when my limit order was triggered here. But right now, I just want to wait for a breakout below this low right here and then retest to an order block. And then I'm going to take my profit on this area of liquidity, right? So that's what I'm seeing right now. Let's go to the lower time frame. You'll see that we had a grab of liquidity right here, right? We had this grab of liquidity here. After grabbing liquidity there, we went into this supply zone, nested supply zone, right? And so we are going back into this range. Now, that's not of me waiting for a breakout below this. This could be for longer term positions. But for now, you can also see that we had induction going into this level like right here, going into this supply zone. So for me, I'd expect a breakout of this and then start trading cells, right? But we're still in a sales territory, supply is still in control. You have no business looking for buys, right? So that's just my thoughts and sentiments on NZDCAD. Yeah, Oaks, that's the first setup for the day. And then we'll see what happens after there. Right? We'll see what happens after there. Let's move on to another pair. The next pair that we're going to be looking at is my favorite pair, CADJPY. So as you can see right here, uptrend correction phase. We took a sell, grabbed liquidity, went to this order block, and then turned. So I then already banked the profits that I made. All right. Out here, it's not going to be clear. That's why I want us to go to lower time frames, because that's where you're going to see this picture more clearly. Recently, we got a break of structure. Let me do this. Recently, we got a break of structure here, right? And then the market sort of went back into this range, right? So this maybe was a grab of liquidity, right? But then it went back again, failed to break above this area, and then created liquidity here because this was a new high. Now, yesterday, the market grabbed this liquidity and used this order block to trigger the buys going up, right? So for me, this could be a classical impulse movement and correction. What I'm waiting for is a breakout from this high. I'm waiting for the market to break that high for me to get confirmation that indeed we are continuing with the uptrend. You get what I mean? If we don't get a break to that upside, there's another area where I'm looking at this nested demand, right? Why am I looking at it? It's because there is a level right here, a QML level. So these are the two scenarios that I see on CADJPY. So this was a downtrend, right? Liquidity that was created, went into a high time frame zone. And this is what we're seeing from that reaction on the high time frame zone. An impulse breaking previous structure and correction. So, like I said, I'm expecting the market to either break through this high. If not, if we get a drop, either using these two levels, I'm expecting the market to drop, tap into this zone, and then go up. Yeah, man, these are the pairs that I'm looking at now today. Euro NZD is already in profit. USD CAD is still playing out. We see similar setups to NZD CAD on NZD USD, AUD JPY, AUD USD. So I'm waiting for those to play out. And yeah, have a blessed day. See you guys in the next video. For now, peace.